So your animation doesn't have a root motion. That's not a problem. All you gotta do is right click on your animation, open RMFix tool, and there are several ways that you can create your root motion. Right now you see there is no root motion. First, you select a root bone and a pelvis bone here in the drop-down menus, and you will have them set all over the RMFix tool. So the fastest approach will be transferring pelvis movement to the root. Right now you see it resembles the pelvis trajectory, which is not ideal because we don't need all this wobbly root motion. But this is okay for now. Let's check it. So let's apply, and we can also transfer the rotation, which is far from ideal because it's turning too much. But what we can do right now is we can select all the frames, or you can select separate intervals, max out the smoothing and just smoothing. You can also separately smooth location and rotation. But my approach is usually creating location, automatically smoothing it out, and then creating rotation manually. But I will show you everything separately right now. Let's delete the root motion that we created and select manual root motion. So the manual root motion is a little bit slower approach, but it kind of gives you the more control over creating root motion. Basically lets you hand draw your animation, or your root motion, I mean. And what you do is middle mouse click on the interval to create a separator and just drag the gizmo to the position that you like. You can also play with the timing here. You can select any of those curves, kind of to suit your need more. So yeah, I guess we need to speed it up more, like this. Just gonna show you in a couple intervals here how to create. And the intervals are interpolated by default. You can disable if you need. So let's say you're happy with the location. You can also use the Out and Analyze button to create the separators, but I won't recommend for the rotation though. All right, next one we can do the rotation. Same approach. Just use the rotation gizmo now. So this is it. You have a perfect root motion, almost. And as you see, it's really clean. And if you don't like what you did in the manual root motion, you can also always deselect and select back, and it will go back to the previous state. The same thing with the Spline Editor. If you did anything in the Spline Editor, you can always deselect and select back. It will go back to the previous state. Now you can snap IK bones. You can also clear your root motion if you don't like it. You can clear just the rotations. You can clear the 0 frame offsets. So there are many things that you can do with this tool. And if you guys really like it, just go ahead, watch the full tutorial. And thank you for your attention.